Welcome everyone. In this video we'll focus on finding the measurements of the angles, but we won't be using protractors, okay? We need to use things we know, like axioms and all the types of angles, to find the measurements, okay? So in here we have straight line in here and ray in here. And we have two angles, or even three. First is this angle, and this is 100 degrees angle. This is the second angle, and this is x. And we need to find this angle's measurements, okay? We need to find how big is it. And then we have another angle in here, this angle. And we can mark it in red. Okay. And now, how to find what x is if we cannot use protractor, okay? So we need to go back and look at axiom number 3, and this is protractor axiom, and it says that the angle on a straight line is 180, and you know that all the types of angles, and one of them is straight angle, and straight angle is 180. If we know that the red angle is 180 and this little one is 100, so how to find the xy? Okay, and also looking at axiom number 3, we know that if we add these two angles, we'll get 180. Okay, so we can just write it down. X plus 100 degrees equals straight angle, and it's 180 degrees. So how to find x? Simple, 180 degrees minus 100 degrees, it's 80 degrees. Okay, and this is the answer. We don't use a protractor today. We will just look at axiom number 3 and all the types of the angles we'll know, okay? So take it down into your copy and we'll do another example. Okay, and there we go. Another diagram here. So we have 40 degrees angle, 30 degrees angle, and x, and we need to find what x is. So the same, we can use axiom number 3, and we know the straight angle, and we can mark it in red. It's 180. This is 180 degrees, always, okay, straight line. And then when we add angle number 1, angle number 2, and angle number 3, we'll get 180. So let's write it down. 1 plus 2 plus 3 will get 180 degrees. And now we know 1 is 40 and 3 is 30, and just we need to find what x is. So let's add all of them up to 180, and then it's easy to find what x is. First of all, we can add 40 and 30, so it's 70 degrees plus x, 180. So what x is? Simple, 180 degrees minus 70 degrees, 110 degrees. And x is 110 degrees. Okay, so use what you know to find unknown angles. Okay, in here, what's different? We don't have straight angle, but we have full circle. Okay, and this angle is full angle, and the full angle is 360 degrees. And we can mark it in red. Okay, so full angle is 360. And this angle, 360, is divided into two angles. And this little angle, what is 30 degrees, and the big angle, what is x. And we need to find what x is. So we know we have x plus 30 degrees, and this is all together 360 degrees. Okay, so how to find x? Simple, take it away from 160, 360. And the answer is 330 degrees, and this is x. Okay, the next question is find x as well, and we have one angle in here 150, one angle in here 30, one here 130, and x is here. So what we can use, what we know is that the full circle, the red circle in here, and the full angle is 360 degrees. Okay? And then when we add all four angles up to 360, we'll get full circle, obviously. So let's write it down. So we have x plus 150 degrees plus 30 degrees and plus 130 degrees, and all of them are 360 degrees, okay? We can add them up, so 150 plus 30 and plus 130, so we have x plus 310 degrees, and this is still 360. So looking at this diagram, we know that this angle is 310 degrees, and we need to just find what x is. So now we just need to take it away from 360, and then we'll get the answer. So 360 degrees minus 310 degrees is 50 degrees. So x is 50 degrees. Okay, make sure you have it into your copy and you know how to do it. We'll practice it tomorrow. In here, we need to use two things we know. So first of all, we know that full circle is 360 degrees. So we can just draw the full circle, mark it, it's 360 degrees. But looking at our angles, we have three angles in here. This one is 210, this one is x, and how much is this one? There's no number in here, but there's a little symbol, like a square or part of the square, okay? And we should know this symbol is for right angle, and right angle is 90 degrees, okay? So it's really, really important. If you don't know what this symbol means, you're not able to solve this question. Okay, so we need to know this is right angle, and it's always 90 degrees, okay? And now this question is really, really easy. So we have three angles. When we add them up, we'll get 360. So we have x plus 90 degrees and plus 210 degrees. We have 360 degrees. And the same we can add up, so 90 and 210, we have x plus, so 90 degrees and 210 degrees, it's 300 degrees, and this is all 360 degrees, okay? So what is x? So 360 degrees minus 300 degrees, that's 60 degrees, and this is x, the missing angle, okay? And here we need to find the value of a. It might be a, it might be x, it might be any letter, okay? So we know that this is 60 degrees, this is 2a, and this is 6a, and we don't know what a is. So first of all, what do we know? We know that this is straight angle. This is the angle on the line, okay? Straight angle, and straight angle is always 180 degrees. So now it's time to use algebra. So let's add all of them up, okay? So we have three angles, and all of them all together make straight angle, what is 180. So let's write down the equation. We have 60 degrees plus 6a plus 2a, and this is all 180 degrees. Okay, now we need to solve this equation. We need to find what a is. What to do? First of all, we have 6a and 2a, and we can add it up. So 6a and 2a, we have 8a, and still 60 degrees plus, and this is still 180. Okay. Now let's look on our diagram in here. So we know this is 8a, This is 60 degrees. And we can do exactly the same thing as we did before. Let's say we don't know what this angle is, and we need to find, let's say, the red angle. The red angle is 8A. So, what to do now? We need to get rid of this 60 from 180. Okay, this 60, take it away. So, 180 minus 60 degrees, it's 120 degrees. Okay, now we know that this angle, the red angle, is 120 degrees. Okay, so 8A is 120 degrees. How to find A? What A is? And the same, we need to use algebra rule, what says you need to divide equation, both sides of the equation, by the number in front of our letter, okay? So we need to divide it by 8. So if we know that 8A is 120, if we want to find A, we need to divide it by A. Okay, so 120 divided by A is 15 degrees. So A is 15 degrees. If we want to check it, we can just simply write down 2 multiplied by 15 is 30, 6 multiplied by 15 is 90, and then plus 60, and it should be 180 altogether, okay? So summarizing our video today, we need to use what we know. So this is the straight angle, and we always add them up to 180. This is the full angle, and we always add them up to 360. And this little symbol, when we meet them, we straight away should write down this is 90 degrees angle. Okay, so we don't use protractor to measure the angles. We need to just calculate them. Okay, find the measurements without using protractor. Okay, so use the axiom and use the names of the angles. And for learning check for tomorrow, please take it down and just find what x is. First one is very easy. This is the straight angle, so they need to add up to 180. Here they need to add up to 360. This is the full angle as well. They need to add up to 360. And in here, this is a little hint. Square in here, 90 degrees straight away. And you need to add them up to straight angle to 180. Don't write down just the answer. I want to see full workings tomorrow into your copies, okay? So see you tomorrow.